Well, in today's class, we're going to talk about the frequency of our activities. So, if you hold on a second, I am going to start showing you the presentation where you will see the different how do you say, the different frequency adverbs that we have in English. So, take a look at the presentation, and there you have it. The topic for today is frequency adverbs. And let's start. Frequency adverbs, they help us to know how often something occurs. For example, the frequency of how I brush my teeth. Yeah. The frequency of when do I take a shower. Yeah. The frequency of when I do exercise. The frequency of when I go to sleep in the, I don't know, at 9 p.m. Yes, that is what we are going to learn today. Learn how to express the frequency of our activities. And for that, we have a chart, yes? And if you see the chart, we have two different like parts, yeah? We have the adverb, and in the other side, we have the value, yes? As a personal recommendation, girls, I don't recommend you to translate this to Spanish because you are going to get very confused. Yes. So instead of that, I recommend you to check the value of the different how do you say, of the different activities. For example, for always, that's okay because we have an always in Spanish, right? And this is the meaning for always in Spanish. You have it in the chat. That's okay, no problem. For sometimes, we have a translation to Spanish. Yeah, that's okay. And you have it in the chat. And for never, it's the same story. Yeah, because we have a never to Spanish. Let me type it by the chat. How do you say it? Mhm. So that's the meaning. These are the only three words that have a translation to Spanish, but the others, no, they cannot be translated to Spanish, but you can decide the frequency of your activities. Yeah. For example, maybe take a shower is an always, maybe go to sleep is an always, yeah. And usually could be work. You usually work, yeah, because on Saturdays and Sundays, maybe you don't work, or maybe yes. But you have to decide, depending on the activity, what is the frequency of the action that you do, considering that always it's 100, sometimes a 60, and never is a 0. So why don't we start practicing some examples, right? Check this out. First, for answering, you're going to use the pronoun. The pronoun it's a he, a she, a you, whatever comes to your mind. And after that, after you use the pronoun, you're gonna use the frequency adverb. Yeah, the frequency adverb is this: always, usually, normally, often, sometimes, etc. These are the frequency adverbs that we're going to use. And after that, you use the simple present. For example, take a shower, go to sleep, wake up, whatever comes to your mind. Yeah. Why don't we start to practice? Yeah. And the question for the person is how often. Yeah. When you ask to the person how often, you want to know what is the frequency. Yes. And you have to use do or does, depending what's the person. Yes. If you ask directly to the person, you say, how often do you brush your teeth, for example? Or if it's about another person, about a he or a she, you have to use does. Yeah. So let's go to practice. Yeah. Here we have three examples. Ready, Olga? Can you help me to read these examples that we have here in the picture?
He always has breakfast at 8.
Mhm. Did you finish? Yes.
Yes,
Okay.
he
He
always has
always,
breakfast at 8.
exactly. Remember that for the three different meals that we have in the day, we need to use the verb have or has. Yeah. So it's not correct if you say he always eats. No, no, no. It's have or has. Yeah. And here we have another example, Olga. Let's go, please.
She sometimes has lunch at 1.
Exactly. It's a sometimes, the other is an always. And we finish with this, Olga. Ready? Come on.
They never have a heavy dinner.
Yes, exactly. In the chat, girls, you're gonna find the meaning for heavy. Yeah. Well, here in Mexico, usually dinners are very light. But if you remember in another class, we learned that in Canada and USA and some European countries, they they have a heavy dinner, like I don't know, chicken, meat, something like that. Okay. So let's check out the sentences. And first, we're going to use the frequency adverb. And after that, we use the verb. Yeah. So why don't we start a conversation? Yes. Between some of you girls, right? For example, a person is going to ask the question. Yes. And the other person is going to answer what's the frequency. Yeah. But pay attention. Before we continue, I have something to show you. Yes. If you want to be more specific, yes, here I have some other words to help you. Check them out so that you can start your conversation. Give me a moment. And here are the words. Check them. Yes. If you want to be very specific, yes, we can use these words, yeah, to specify the frequency of our actions. For example, here I have once, yeah. So I can say once a day, once a week, once a month, once a year. No? Let me show you some examples so that you can understand this, yeah? For example, the first question that we got, it's about vacations. No, let me see. Where's the picture of vacations? And yeah, for example, a person asks, how often do you go on vacations? And I can say, um, I go on vacations. Let me see. I can use a frequency adverb. For example, I go on vacations. Let me see. I usually I usually go on vacations. Let me see. Uh, once a year. Yeah, in December, for example. No, that could be an idea or another. Let me see. What could it be? Let me check. Okay, this is a good example. How often do you clean your house? Yes. Let me see. I sometimes clean my house. I don't know. Let me see. Every every week. Yes? Or another. Let me give you another example so that you can like imagine, yeah? What could it be? Let me see. Okay, this one. How often do you do the laundry? Yes, and I can say I do the laundry. Let me see. I what could be? I always do the laundry. Let me see. What word can I use? I do the laundry every weekend. Yes. Or if you want to be more specific, yes, you can say, I do the laundry on Sundays, on Saturdays. Yes. So why don't we practice with this? Yeah. And we start a conversation between you, Mariana, and Olga, right? And you ask the question and the other person answers. Yes, it has to be something that you ask and answer. Yeah. Let's start. Do you want to be the first one, Mariana? Come on, go. Go with the first question. Give me a second. Come on. This is your conversation. I only listen, girls. Come on.
Olga, how often do you go on vacation?
two times a year. Normally, two times a year. And how often do you vacation, Mariana?
Oh, mm, normally on October and febrero. How do you say febrero? February,
February.
February, May, and October.
Okay.
Olga, how often do you do exercise?
Um, Usually every day. Uh, Walk in my caminadora.
Oh my God, Olga, don't use Spanish. You can say I in my walking machine, right?
Walking machine.
Yes, or is it a walking machine or an escalator? What is it?
Walking machine.
Okay,
It's
come
a
on, continue
walking
with your
machine.
conversation.
And you,
Continue,
Mariana,
girl.
how often do you do exercise?
I never do exercise. One, really one time in the month.
Okay, okay.
Olga, how often do you read a book?
Uh, I love read our book. Normally, every day, read some page. Normally.
Okay.
And you, how often do you read a book?
I'm always read a book.
Always?
Yes.
Okay.
In the afternoon, after that time not it,
Okay.
I walk and I read.
Okay. How often do you study English, Mariana?
I normally
Every day forever. And
I normally take the class on Monday and Wednesday.
me normally two times a week.
Sometimes I yeah. Okay, how often do you visit your family, Olga?
I visit my family uh, frequently. My family is very closer. Is very closer.
Okay.
And you, how often do you visit your family?
I visit my family when done pandemic. I visit my family usually 2 times a month.
Two times I'm not. Okay.
How often do you have a drink?
Mm, never. Rarely, rarely. Beer, wine, but it's rarely. And you, how often do you have a drink, Mariana?
Oh, I'm really on October in my birthday.
Only in October?
Yes, only in
Uh,
October.
the
I'm
teacher,
celebrate.
the teacher every day, every week.
No, no, no. I never drink. I now I don't like alcohol. Before yes, but now no.
Okay.
Continue, girls. I am listening. Come on.
I
How
hope
how often do you clean your house?
every day forever and never forever and never forever.
All the time.
Every day. It's horrible. And I clean my home uh, every Tuesday because come my
Your grandsons?
sí, no, my help, no, my help, la señora que me ayuda,
Okay, yeah, yeah, but don't
my
speak in Spanish. Okay,
my
you that
help,
person, yeah. For the next time, you can ask me, how do you say the person that helps me to clean? It's a maid.
my
Maid.
maid,
There are different ways. You can say maid or cleaning woman or as you prefer. Yes.
maid. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Yes. And you, Mariana, how often do you clean your house?
I never clean my house because I have maid.
Oh.
Oh,
But she cleaned my house.
oh.
But she
I
cleaned
have
my house in
Yes.
on Monday and Thursday. No,
Tuesday.
Thursday.
Thursday. How often do
Ol-
you How often do you see your boyfriend, Mariana?
I don't have boyfriend. I
Oh, qué
never see
triste.
my boyfriend.
Ahora tú pregúntame.
how,
Ask me,
how
Mariana.
often do you see your husband?
Every day, forever, and never. In my dreams,
In
All the
your
time.
bed, in the
yes,
bathroom, everywhere.
every in the
In the
pandemic
soup,
more.
in the soap. How often do you go to the doctor, Olga?
Mm, where the how do you say? How do you say? Uh,
When it's necessary, or I don't know.
occasionally, occasionally, I go to the doctor. I need to go to the doctor mm, uh, mm, more times in the year.
Mhm.
Okay.
I don't go to the doctor. How often do you go to the doctor, Mariana?
I'm go to the doctor. Usually go to the gastroenterologist
Mm.
once. No, 2 times a month.
Mm,
Yeah, sorry.
year. Oh, okay.
Yes, and the gynecologist 1 month
Okay.
a year. Once a
Okay.
year.
Okay. Once a year. Oh, that's very good.
How often do you go shopping?
Every day, forever and ever. Aha. No.
Aha, yes, aha.
Aha. No. You sometimes go to the shopping uh, for drugs, for clothes, for how do you say comida? It's
For
uh,
food, for food.
for food. Uh-huh. And you, Mariana, how often do you go to shopping?
The pleasure shopping?
Close. How often?
Pleasure shopping?
How often do you go to close the shopping, Mariana? It's the correct
Oh,
question.
Pleasure.
unfrequently. I frequently once a month.
Once a month. Aha, yes, of course.
Yes.
It's normally.
Okay, before you continue, girls, in the chat, I have a word that it's groceries, and groceries is a word that you use when you are talking about the things you buy in the supermarket. For example, food, vegetables, deodorant, shampoo, soap, detergent, all those things that you go to buy in the supermarket, we call them
Mhm.
groceries. Yeah, in the chat, it's the
Groceries.
meaning. Yeah, the
Okay,
groceries. Well, let's go to the next one.
groceries.
Continue with your conversation. I like your
How,
conversation very much. Continue.
how often do you wash your hands?
Oh, ay, muy frecuentemente. Usually,
Oh,
Hello. Can
lost.
you listen to Olga, Mariana?
No?
No, me neither. She's having probably connection problems, but okay, I can talk to you. Okay, let's wait. No, nothing. Well, in my case, I wash my hands. Mm, let me see. Normally, I wash my hands like 4 or 5 times a day. And you?
I wash my hands mm, once a hour,
Once a what?
or hora,
Oh, once
hour,
a. Okay, every hour.
every hour. Yes.
Hmm. Let me text a message to Olga. Yeah, she disconnected. Okay, no problem. We continue, you and me. Okay. And how often do you go to parties?
Oh, I really go to Paris.
You don't like so much parties?
No, I prefer living the day.
Okay. And how
Yes.
about, for example, dancing? Do you like dancing?
No, I
No.
don't know dancing.
You don't know dancing?
No,
Oh,
I
that's
only
surprising.
dancing merengue.
Ah, okay. It's the only thing you dance.
Yes, and
Oh,
lightning.
okay. Oh, you like it. Okay. This.
Yes. How often do you go to the parties?
Well, honestly, it's rarely that I go to parties because, well, I don't have so many friends. And but on Sunday I went to a party in a restaurant, and I danced and everything. Um in fact, I learned how to dance 3 years ago. Mhm,
Okay.
because before I didn't know how to dance, but now I know. Mhm. Okay, let's go to the next one.
I'm strange
How
that
often?
in
How
uh,
often? Yeah, 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 yeah.
I'm
Tell me. I listen.
I'm strange that
Strange?
of Acapulco. Strange.
Ah,
I
movies
go more Paris
in Acapulco.
in Acapulco. Yes.
Really? Oh, how
Yes.
strange. How strange. Yes. Okay, Olga is back. Hello, Olga. What happened? Connection problems? Hello. Are you there, Olga? Talk to me. I have an idea, Olga. You should disconnect your camera. Maybe your internet is not good, and if you disconnect your camera, probably you can have a chance to speak. Hello, hello. No. Okay, let me text you a message, Olga, because Okay, I think Olga is having connection problems. Let me text her a message. Okay, Mariana, we keep on talking, right? So, okay. Hello, Olga, can you hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay, continue with your conversation, girl. Come on.
How often do you go to the movies?
Oh, I'm good. I'm seldom go to the movies. Um, one no 5 times a year.
Hola. I go to the movies one times a month.
Okay, let me stop recording.